All right. All right. How's everybody feeling? Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. About to get this party started. Hopefully everybody can hear in addition as well, see me good. So got a major announcement here at the top of today's class. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. See some people. Hold on. Jumping on to YouTube. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. About to go ahead and jump into everything today. So hopefully everybody's well. We are live on the tube, on the YouTube. So hopefully everybody's feeling good, ready to go. You can join us over on YouTube. We are live on YouTube this morning. Let's get some drum rolls in the chat. Get some drum rolls in the chat. I want you guys to put some drum rolls in the chat. Drum roll. There we go. Drop that drum roll ticker. Well, see me emoji in the chat. I say ticker so much. Drum roll. So first come, first serve basis. You guys should be able to see directly on my story what I'm about to prop up there. And as well, if you check the channel, you're going to see exactly what I just posted. So I want to actually make this note clear as possible for people. One second. There we go. So I should have that there. So everybody see directly on my story. I'm going to put it as well here on my tube, right? So I am going to put it as well on my YouTube. So let me drop it over there. Drop it to the MacBook. So I want you guys to drop that in the chat. Actually, I'm going to drop it here on the tube. So this is what we got for everybody today. Everybody should be able to see my screen on YouTube and Edition as well. If you're here on the Zoom, well, excuse me, no one's here on the Zoom. But if you're here on the YouTube and as well, if you're here, I'm going to share my screen in a second here. So here's what we got this morning. So we're live, 50 people. Appreciate everybody for being on the YouTube. So I just put it up there. So this is going to be for first come, first serve people, right? So I want to make a couple notes clear really quick, right? So super, super, super duper important, right? So this is going to be first come, first serve basis. This is going to be 5 people only. I want to make that clear, right? So 5 people only. Now we do have some eligibility notice. I do want to make that clear, plain as day, right? So this is going to be the next 2 days. This is going to be completely free. A lot of people say, I don't give stuff away. Well, guess what? I'm giving you guys a major opportunity to get something right now completely free for the next 2 days, right? November 20th and November 21st. I'm only doing this for 5 people, right? So for 5 people, next 2 days, this is completely free, right? So I want to make that clear. This is completely free. 5 hours worth of my time, completely free of charge. So let's talk about it, right? So you got 5 hours, November 20th to the 21st, 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., completely virtual, live on Zoom. All trading sessions will be recorded. Only 5 people available. First come, first serve. Once the 5 people are locked in, access closes immediately. iPhone is required. So no discrimination. Sorry about that. We do have some discrimination. If you don't have an iPhone, you can't get in it. Sorry about that. All right. So iPhones only, right? You're going to be put directly into a group chat, right? So we have 2, like I said, 2 core training days. This is completely free, right? So for the first 5 people that lock in, it's completely free. I'm only doing this for 2 days and it's 5 people only. The reason why it's so small I want to try to make sure I give those 5 people as much value as possible over the course of those 2 days. Right. Now we do have the mentorship, live in-person mentorship that starts next week, the first person. So as far as eligibility, what I do want to say is if you've inquired about the program before and never executed on it, you are not going to be eligible. I'm going to say that here now. So I'm not taking anybody who's not serious. I have the ability to turn you away and say no. There's a lot of people, I'm going to say this, there's a lot of people that are sitting on my lives looking to get free game all the time. You've been here since 2022 and you ain't tapped into the program. I hate to say it to you, but I'm going to be honest with you this morning. You will not get into none of this training. So I want to stress that here right now. This is especially for, I'm going to say this, I'm going to take a couple people, I'm going to take more than 5 because now I realize 5 is too small. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take 8 people in totality. So I'm going to take 8 people. I'm going to increase the number by 3. 8 is it. So I'm going to take 8 people, serious people, not people that's hitting the sidelines. And I'm going to say this, if you don't have any money in your brokerage account to trade, this is not for you either. So I don't want no spectators. I want executors. So if you know you're not in a position to execute, this is not for you. Like I said before, this is directly not for you. Right. So I'm taking, once again, totality. I'm taking 8 people. So I'm going to increase it by, I like to over deliver. I said 5 is on the flyer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 8 people. I'm going to take 8 people. So that's more than enough. Right. So now how do you go ahead and lock in? Right. How do you lock in? So I'm going to take, if you got an iPhone, this is what you should do. You should take that number right there. You should send me a text and say, lock me in. The first 8 people that send a text message to that phone is going to get locked in. And like I said, be serious about it. Please do not reach out to me. Like I get a lot of people that reach out to me. And I know some people's like, yo, L, you go hard about it. You know, because a lot of people reach out to me to waste my time. Please, I just want to stress that. Please do not waste my time. My time is money, guys. My time is money. And for this, no one's paying any money. So please do not waste my time. If you're not serious about getting into these markets, man, please do not waste my time. Like I said, there's a cost for this access, but I'm about to give some people some alley-oops here, right here this second. I'm going to be going live a little bit later on in my community. But listen, everybody wants things for free. Guess what? The market doesn't give you anything for free. Does it give you trades for free? You get what I'm saying? I just had the pleasure to sit down with Queen yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We had the pleasure to meet in person. We had breakfast, sat down, broke bread. We have a scheduled session, I believe, in person. We just confirmed that this morning. We just confirmed that. Let me check my calendar again. Dates run together December 4th. December 4th. So that's like Queen just said. You know what I'm saying? We're locking in December 4th. Right. So only reach out to me if you're serious about this. Virtual training November 20th and the 21st. So that'd be Thursday and as well. Right. Thursday and as well on Friday. So the next 2 days, 10 a.m. It's gonna be 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. EST. Start tomorrow. That's 8 people in totality. I said 5, but I'm gonna take 8. I said 5, but I'm gonna take 8. So send me your name as well. I got a couple messages coming through. Right. So send me your name. And be serious about this. If you know you're not serious about it, please don't reach out to me. Like I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being honest, right? If you're not serious, if you don't have any equity to actually go ahead and trade, this is not for you. And once again, not trying to be rude about it, just trying to, be all the way 100, as I always am. Don't waste my time because I wouldn't waste yours. So I got some good people that's reaching out. Appreciate you guys sending your names. And like I said, looking forward to getting to it. So name, email, number. That's the alley-oop. That's the alley-oop. If you've been benefiting from this channel, I want you guys to drop some fires in the chat for yourself this morning. If you've been benefiting from this channel, Miss Foster, she got one. Miss Foster, I got you. We got you. Miss James, I got you. The Queens is executing. Queens is executing. Miss Yolanda, I got you. No worries. Miss Yolanda, I got you. That's 3 right there. Miss Swainer, you said lock me in. You don't have an iPhone. Yep. Yep. Got to be serious though. Got to be serious about it. So if you sent a message before about joining the mentorship and you haven't joined the mentorship, I will disqualify you, unfortunately. Be serious about getting this access into this program. Once again, the market don't give you nothing for free, but I'm giving you 5 hours of my time for free. So I just want to say that the market doesn't give you anything for free. You go to Target. Funny enough, Target just reported earnings today. You don't go to Target and say, "Yo, I got $500 worth of stuff, but let me pay $250." No, they tell you to go put back. Once again, they tell you to go put back $250 worth of stuff. Right? So listen to me very carefully. Be serious about this thing, because we putting a lot of game out here. Markets is volatile right now, but pay attention to who's still speaking. That's why I want to stress to you guys, like, a lot of times you guys is buying stuff from people who's selling you bullshit. And I'm just got to be calling it what it is this morning. You got people that hide and disappear when this market get a little choppy or it start to come down. I'm not one of them. And that's what I see over and over again. I see you guys getting caught up. You learning from people that ain't showing up when the times get tough too. You learning from people who front run. I'm not no front runner. Don't be the person that's only learning, like you trying to learn when it's convenient, when the market's at an all-time high. You buying things at the top. Like this is what education looks like. I got a lot of text messages yesterday about the live trading session that I did. It's no fluff when we on the live trading session. It's the numbers and the facts. It's prices going here and why? Why is price going here? Did the price reverse out of this level or did it break down from a trading perspective? Long-term investing perspective, we giving you the real raw numbers. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not no fluff, right? Right? I just can't I can't make it up. So uh, I got you, Miss Foster. We got you. You good. So be serious about this. If you know, hey, you trying to lock in and you trying to really learn something, this is the time to do so. Like a lot of times when the market's at an all-time high, everyone's giddy and happy. But you, like I said, you got to be paying attention. So you got your slots there. Send me a text message right there. So once again, this is really for new people. This is not for people that have already been in the program. This is really for new people that's serious about it. Right. So this is really more so for them. Right. For people that's in the program, you guys have me almost every day. This is for people that's serious about it, looking to put their bread up and actually learn a little something and get a little appetizer. That's who this is for. Right. Miss Coleman, I got you. Miss Sydney Coleman, I'm gonna lock you in. We got you. So let's go ahead. I want you guys to take out a couple. Shout out to Mr. Carter this morning. He got the last slot. Mr. Carter's gonna come in person and get busy with me in February. So he got the last slot. So definitely want to make sure that we highlight this. 1 second. Put this on the screen real quick. Do. So we got Miss Sonia who's coming in on Sunday. You guys gonna see me document this process. Love documenting the process. But like I said, for the people that's coming in person, this is what it looks like Sunday to Thursday, right? They choose 5 consecutive days to attend, right? 4 or 5, just depending on the schedule of the person. Sessions are in person, right? Hands-on every day. Anyone can secure their spot, right? By going ahead and locking in 2,500. That's 5 core, 4 to 5 core days, just depending on your schedule, to be able to lock in with me and sit down with me those 4 to 5 days, right? Identifying setups. You're going to sit directly with me during trading hours. A lot of people is paying for mentorship and you're not getting mentored. You're not getting the volume of classes. There are people disappearing when the stock market is dropping. I told you verbatim, I would be louder when the stock market would get into a little bit of a storm. Because truthfully be told, this ain't even really a drop, but this is a storm, especially in the high risk assets. Building a strategy development plan. Everything that you see me go over, a lot of times people talk about strategy. We spend an hour and a half on Zoom and I'm talking. All that is strategy. So I need you guys to understand, what's the purpose of this? Execution, improvement, proper entry timing, how to allow trades to develop, how to size your position and control your losses. So these are, like I said, super, super duper important things to look at and take notes on. So if you're serious about this, this is your time, like I said, to execute on this. So Mr. Carter got the last $1,000 slot, right? As a mentee, he locked in. He didn't waste his time. Like I said, you got the opportunity to get yourself in this program. Stop buying fluff. Start executing, right? So start executing. Definitely need to make sure that you guys execute on this information. So that's what I would say. Very important. I just threw you guys an alley-oop there. Man, I mean, I think that's still a steal. To come in person, work with me for a week, get really some core things down. Like I said, at the end of the day, none of this, the stock market is not free. A lot of you guys are putting your money into the market and blowing your money because you don't have education. You don't have education. You don't. I have people that's texting me, they're in the option trade and they're asking me, should I sell or should I hold? If you have to ask me if you're in the options trade, should you sell or should you hold? And you don't have no technical setup, you're doing yourself a disservice, man. Like, I can't stress that enough. You need to have your chart set up. Got to have your chart set up. Name, email, number, send it to me now. Stop playing around with this program. Stop being on other people's lives trying to get bits and pieces, and you're not getting the full scope. Get with someone. You don't see these other people meeting with people in person. I just sat down with 2 queens yesterday. Broke bread with them. Go sit down again December 4th. That's what mentorship looks like. A lot of y'all buying these BS programs for 10,000, 15,000, and then you ain't even got your mentor's damn email, barely his number. So that, like, we got to slow down with that. Every single day we show up to do what? Show and prove exactly what the hell we talking about. There's no gimmicks, no fluff. That's exactly what it comes down to. So you can get right with me. Let's lock in. Let's stop playing around. Let's stop playing around. Let's get on here let's talk this market today. Now we're going to talk your tickers. Everybody comes on here and we want to talk tickers. Let's talk your tickers. Let's pull up NVIDIA, NVDA today. Everybody asking, hey, what do you think about NVIDIA? What do you think about NVIDIA? I mean, if it gets below 180 today, I think it starts to drop further. NVIDIA, I don't see any major move happening on earnings, right? So major move wise, there's not really a major move that I see happening here on NVDA, right? So, when it comes to earnings time, earnings is the point where on NVIDIA, there has to be a surprise, right? Any stock that you see run off earnings is always due to a surprise. In NVIDIA's case, there is no surprise. So to me, I think NVIDIA will just trade sideways off of its report and then to choose a direction more than likely tomorrow, right? So I definitely, like I said, I think once again, it is super, super, super duper important, right, for you guys to understand, um, you know, that information. So you got Meta platforms here, um, here at 597, Nvidia here at 184. This would be a day where I would say like it's probably be a little tricky because we are right here at support where we bounced off of, and then we're trying to break back over 602. So I don't really see too many opportunities here right now, right, for me to get aggressive on. I know MU shot up another $4 after hours. This is more of like a pop back day, a pull up to the upside. I think we'll probably make a lower high at least, right? A lower high today. So I definitely want to say that. You do want to watch a lower high potentially be made here on the index. So I would watch a rejection at 602, at 602.68 on the QQQ. As far as for the S&P 500, the SPY today, the wall will be right there at 667. So I would tell you guys to watch that 667 level on the SPY. We were able to defend and hold at 660, which was good. Buyers stepped in beneath that 660 level and shot it back upwards. So I think at least in the short term, you may see a little bit of upside movement. So I would be careful with looking at any puts right now. I would at least wait until after. So yep, yep. Questions about today. That's really all that we're really looking at. Kind of sideways movement type day, in my opinion, ahead of time. Those are my thoughts. Right? Sideways type movement. Questions. Now's your time to get your questions. Questions this morning. Get your questions. While we're here on live, doing Q&A now. Question and answer. All right. I don't know if we got any questions, but now it'd be your time. Be serious. Like I said, I just threw you guys an alley-oop. If you're not in the community and you're trying to learn, we got a 2-day free mentorship that's happening tomorrow, right? And Friday. So that's enough free game right there. Can't nobody say I ain't give them nothing free. I see Tesla question, TSLA. Yep. Do you think you see another opportunity today on OKLO? Yeah, I'm holding OKLO right now. I got some March puts on them. So yeah, I'm gonna be patient with that. I want to see that thing get crushed below $87. So yeah, I'm staying in that. As far as Tesla, you would want to watch it at 414 today. I mean, Tesla's just one of the most volatile names on the street. Like a lot of times it has these weird volume rushes, price goes up, comes right back down. So that's my thoughts on Tesla. As far as GEV, GE Verona bouncing right at support right now. Right. So the past 3 weeks we've been able to hold at 532. What is that? Yeah, 532. So GEV, it's really just making more so, I would say, a bull flag right now on a weekly time frame. So it's within a flag pattern. There's no real short-term chart setup, but is in the long run, it definitely is making a bull flag. So it's making a bull flag pattern. So yeah. Thoughts on LLY running from 630 to 1040? I'll give that to you. LLY, Eli Lilly and Company. Actually, funny enough, Eli Lilly and Company is making the same. It just broke out. It made a bull flag pattern, broke over 972. So you do have a bull flag pattern there. Crack the top of that bull flag and is at 1030. I still see Eli Lilly and Company going to $1,300, $1,400 in the long term run. like long-term price target. So I think Eli Lilly and Company is still a good hold. Um, Still a good hold. It's breaking out of a bull flag pattern that it was developing for 3 years. So to me, healthcare, at least excuse me, at least Eli Lilly and Company, it traded sideways for about a year and a half almost. So those are my thoughts. Yeah. Thoughts on Meta, got into the MTU stock, 2X stocks you mentioned. It's what it is. Um, so yeah, METU, what it is. It's exactly what I put on my page. Not sure what the question is on that, but it's what I put. So METU is a good long-term investment. I think best price scenario is 18, $20. 18, $20. I would load more. I bought some here now just in case that never comes. We understand how these stocks sometimes move. Sometimes you don't always get the best prices. And that's why I always try to teach people is like a lot of y'all trying to be perfect and you trying to get sometimes maybe the perfect price. Sometimes you don't always get the opportunity to get it at a perfect price. You got to take the price that's in front of you. So, scared money don't make no money. Being emotional with this thing ain't gonna help you. You gotta take the emotion out of it. Look at the numbers and the facts. Risk to reward. So Meta being down 20%, you damn right I'm gonna take a shot at it every single time. You know what I mean? Because Meta is what it is. And it'll continue to be a great company long term. It's going through some short-term pain, but when haven't we seen this company bounce back from a drop? That's just my thoughts though. So hopefully people are actually listening and executing. And like I said, man, like we don't sit on these Zooms. I don't sit on these lives to waste nobody's time. So please don't waste mine. If you reach out to me, I need you to execute. Please do not waste my time and give me the runaround when it comes to joining this program. Because I'm not sitting around wasting nobody's time. Every day I come on this YouTube, I come on this live, and I give you guys valuable information that you can make money off of in the long run. Penny pinching me over a few $100, being able to get into the program is really nothing. A lot of you guys have been sitting around here since 2022 soaking up free game from me, but you going other places paying money and you ain't getting no value. But then you come back to me to say, well, I paid such and such this. Can I pay you this or can you just give me free access? Why do I gotta be the person that has to give people free access all the time? Why I gotta be the person that just has to give people things, right? After you knew better, you should have known better. I don't want to hear nothing. A lot of you guys are just buying into stuff off of hype. Maybe you're fanned out because of celebrities. Maybe you're fanned out because they standing with a pastor. Listen, I stand with no one. I don't need no celebrity. I don't need no pastor to get this message. They got their thing. I do my thing. My thing is these charts, this market, these charts and this market. That's what my thing is. My thing ain't to hang out and my thing ain't to entertain you. You got Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, and all of them for that. I ain't with none of that. I ain't with none of that. So I don't need to do none of that. You come here, you go get education. I'm not here to motivate you like Eric Thomas. You can cut on his YouTube. I'm here to put money in your pockets and to teach you how to get this bag. Other than that, I ain't here for nothing else. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to make you laugh. I'm here to educate you on how to pull money out of this machine. That's my sole goal being here. Anything else in between don't matter. Those are the things that I just listed to you and that I'm here. So if you know you're serious about this thing, you want to go play around, you want to go get next to celebrities, you want to be next to them pastors, you want to be doing all of that stuff, you can go somewhere else. So I'm telling you here right now, this is about education. This is about education. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You got other places for, if you want to do other stuff. But this is not no playground. You step into my domain, you're going to learn this information. And man, it just is what it is. This ain't a platform that just take your money and say, get out of here in 3 months. Right? This is a platform, right, that is going to teach you over time. I got people that's been in this program. Since 2021, 2022, 2020. They've been in this program 5 years, 6 years. Some people has been in this program 3 years. Some people a year now. Been in this program learning directly from me, man. I can't make it up. So in 2026, we're gonna try to have at least 300 plus YouTube videos. Just and if the market crashes, best believe it's gonna be more than that. Because the thing about it is like that's when it comes down time to show and prove. That's what you got to do. I'm here to show and prove. Show and prove. Where are all these guys at that's saying they trading, but you ain't got no damn live trading zone? Where are you live trading, bro? All of this trading, 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 trading. Where is your live trading zone? All I'm gonna say. Don't play around. Like I said, do not play around. Be locked in and be serious. So get your questions in. Meta's on the clock. You better be pulling that trigger. Better be pulling that trigger. Let's talk AM Dizzle. Currently at 231. What up, Joe? Hey, Joe, I would love to get you, Joe. What's going on with you, man? See you in the building. See you in the building. Joe, when you joined the program, and Joe, what did I do when you joined the program? When you reached out and you joined the program, you've been in the program 2 months now. What did I do, Joe? Did I call you? Did we have a conversation? Joe, did you give me your breakdown and your background? Then we get on the phone, Joe. And Joe, you've been in almost every class, right? Since that conversation. You was rolling down 267, right? Right next to Doug's Airport, exactly. Rolling right down there. And me and you was on the phone. You got me on the phone. We've had a conversation, a lengthy conversation, right? Exactly. Show and prove. Got the payment done and been rolling since. You see, right there. Right there. Been rolling since, Joe. Nonstop. Joe, one of the first, came in, he executed off the information. Joe was here sitting around and was learning, picking up what he could, but he came in, he pulled that trigger. He ain't waste no time. And that's the thing that I'm saying. A lot of you guys asking for advice, and I ain't trying to be rude, but I want you to go to those same people and ask them advice and see if they give you a response. A lot of people got all these questions, ticker this, ticker that, all this ticker talk, ticker talk, right? Ticker. Does to the second job, DC bartend at night. Yeah, I love this group. Joe ain't BSing. I'm gonna tell you that. Joe getting to it. And he's locked in, ready to go. Right? Locked in, ready to go. That's what I love about Joe. Locked in, ready to go. Always on 1,000. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Yeah. Disappear. Go ghost. Market goes down, and then all of a sudden you ain't making no posts no more. Or now you going back on what you said before. I also got to highlight this. Didn't I tell? And I'm going to tell people this right now. Let me make this loud and clear so no one misses it. A lot of people, y'all changing y'all theses up too much. Let me make something clear real quick. MVOX, let's pull it up on the screen. Let me get my baby MSTU. I'm giving y'all bona fide plays that's going to probably 3 to 5x your money. Put your bread up. MSTU, $1.67. Put your bread up. Let me pull up NVOX. Notice that NVOX ain't falling like that no more. NVO is right there in prime position. So this is why I'm telling people, like, a lot of times if you're listening to me, I'm giving you things beforehand. So when it happens, you make a move. I'm giving it to you beforehand, right? Right? So hold on. Shout out to Miss Foster. She just executed. She just executed 1,000 shares of MSTU and MVOX. That's what it's about. Miss Foster said, you know what? I ain't gonna play around with this thing. I'm gonna come and lock in with Lawrence. And she ain't wasting no time. She ain't wasting no time. Ain't wasting no time. Yep. Kano up next. Uh-oh, we can't speak on that. Can't speak on that, Devontae. Can't speak on that one. Can't give him everything. You right though. You right though. You right though. He been listening. Right? They only want stocks when they go up. That's what someone said. MSTU, MBOX. Let's look at their mirrors, micro strategy. Let's talk Bitcoin. You good, brother. You good, brother. I just don't want to give away it all. You good. But you definitely right. We're gonna be right loading that. You right. Let's talk Bitcoin. So you got Bitcoin here at 90K. Remember, people was asking for a discount. They was asking for a discount on BTC, right? They was like, yo, can we get a discount on BTC? BTC pulls back from 125K. Like I told you guys, I'd never see it going below 50K ever again. Never below 50 ever again do I see BTC going there. So to me, MicroStrategy, MSTR, it's a hyped up name, right? It's currently at 205. The floor to me now, right, since we broke underneath 230, these levels, like I said, that 117, 150 range, if the selling really continues on Bitcoin, right? If the selling really continues on Bitcoin, we can see MSTR go down all the way, right, to about, I would say, 117, $150 range, right? Like that could happen, especially if like BTC pulls back to like 70K, 70, 73K. That's something that could definitely happen. So I want you guys, like I said, to pay attention, make sure you're locked in, put those levels on your chart, right? And hey, this is a good shot at MSTU. You're talking about something that's a dollar and change. NVOX, if you believe in Novo long term, NVOX is a really easy thing to look and grab because you're going to make 2 times your money. And when the stock has already gotten plummeted, dumped on, that's the time when you buy leverage products, is when you see an opportunity with the business, you say, hey, this business drew down and I want to pick it up. Right. So those are my thoughts on that specific stock, those specific stocks and ETFs. Right. Like I said, I think it is very, 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 very imperative and important, right, to pick up those names. All right. So you do have, like I said, you do have that setup in that pattern. Let's also look at NVO, Novo, right here, still within this falling wedge pattern, here at $47 a share. So it's a really good price to get exposed to ticker NVO, right? NVO. I want you guys to pick up that name, NVO, right? So go ahead and add that to the docket, right? NVO. Let me see, Adobe. So shout out to everybody that's joining here this morning. for your first time that's coming in this morning. You see that we posted something up. We got you. Um, I think we got like 4 people so far. So 4 people. We said 5, but we are going to do 8. So we got 4 people. I'm sure there's more people that sent me a message. I haven't looked all the way yet. So get yourself locked in. You got 2 free days of mentorship only for serious people ready to take action, bust moves, take trades, and be ready to go. Like those are the people that I'm looking to work with. Only serious people. No one that's on the fence, and no one with a story. I don't want to hear the stories, right? Like I would say I've ran out of patience with that, because I've been around this way for a while. And if you've been around and you've been going other places trying to get bits and pieces of information, but you've been creeping here on the lives and you haven't really locked in because you've been trying to go somewhere else. To me, I'm sorry, but that's on you though. That's on you. And I hate to break it to you, but that's your fault. Because a lot of times you guys are buying hype and not facts. We come up with all these grave expectations. Listen, I'm live almost every day. Anytime I could be live, I'm live. If I can't be on live, if I can't be on Zoom, I can't be on it. Right? It's just, is what it is. But I'm here showing my charts, talking about things before they happen. Like I have a chart pulled up. I'm not just pulling numbers out of my ass. I'm actually have a chart pulled up and said, hey, this stock has came down to the same levels it was at in 2022. Right? Same levels. You send me a DM. Send me a DM and get locked in. So NVO is at the same demand levels from 2022. It's worth the shot here because I don't see the stock breaking. Why? Because when I take a look at NVO from a fundamental perspective, right, this is a really fundamentally sound company that's going through a disaster. And that happens. That's what happens on the street. So you can also have a stock that may be overbought, but you also can have an equity that goes to being oversold. In this case, this equity is oversold. This is a profitable business. I'm going to take my shot on this before I take a shot on RGTI. I'm going to take my shot on NVO before, RGTI. People want to be entertained, not educated. Education is what L does. He teaches. Yeah, man, maybe I need to go get with Gunna or something. Maybe I need to go bring a couple rappers in. And maybe I need to go get a couple pastors. Maybe people will start listening. Maybe people will start listening to me. Maybe I need to go get a couple of these pastors. I can phone a few. Maybe I need to go grab Pastor Mike real quick. Maybe I need to hit up my good brother, Pastor Mike Jr. Maybe I need to go phone him. Need to go get a couple pastors. Need to go hit up Gunna. Let me go hit up Lil Baby. Let me get them in here. Maybe people start listening to me. I'm completely trolling. I'm not doing none of that because that's not what we here for. We got places and times. You can go to their concerts. You can go see Pastor Mike Jr., who's a great pastor in Birmingham, Rock City. That's my favorite pastor, by the way. So all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, there's a time and a place for that. This is market stuff. I want to make sure I am not claiming to be an expert in any other things. This is market related stuff. There's a time and a place for that. I love Pastor Mike. Go and listen to his sermon when I'm driving today. I re-listen, but there's a time, what I'm saying? It's a time and a place for it. So super, 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 super duper important. Yep. So hopefully everybody's well. Crazy how you have to fight to give people true value. It's crazy, man. Like I said, if I came in with a few celebrities, people will be buying it. But like I said, like Tony said, he's right. People do want to be entertained. They're not trying to be educated. They say they want to be educated, but then it comes down to it, they really just want to be entertained. So that's that. That is that. So you got ticker Tesla right here, 405 right now. Then you got Tesla Closed yesterday at 401. Let's see what Oracle's up to today. Questions, questions, questions. Get your questions in. Questions, questions, questions. Start a label. Tony says start a label. Man, this like I said, man. Funny, man. Funny. That's all I can say. So like I said, day in, day out. You got Oracle here right now at 220. So I would watch the VIX today. If the VIX doesn't break above, right? The VIX doesn't break above 25, I think we'll pull back down to 20. So I got my eyes on the VIX today, set those levels for 20. All right. Yep, 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 yep. Mm, 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 mm. Miss Thomas, I got you. I I just got it from you. Mm, 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 mm. So you got that there. Do you think that the market is waiting on Nvidia earnings? Of course. Do I think I know? I don't got to tell you. I think I know. That's all we've been talking about. All we've been talking about. So yes, I know. I know. I don't think I know. So you're right. 100%. I do know. 100%. Full stop. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yep. TGT, Chris. Yeah, I did see it. It's down $2 today. Yep, I did see it. $2 today. It's about to go to Chris, it's about to go to $81 TGT. It's about to break down. Actually, right now, you about to see it. I don't think today, but it's getting ready to head there. It's about to break this trend line. But it's going to $81, definitely. Target's down already. So yep, TGT is down. Someone asked me, do I think Walmart is going to follow through? Someone asked me, DJ Fresh asked me about a Christmas rally. I think it's possible for sure. It just depends on this environment. I would say this: no Christmas rally. The Christmas rally depends on the rate cut. That's really it. You get a rate cut, Christmas rally happens. You don't get a rate cut, it'll be cold for Christmas this year. So that's my thoughts. But yeah, Chris, it does look like it's about to come down and break this head towards 81. TGT. I can't wait to see their numbers this holiday season because I think they'll also head and trend downward a bit more. So definitely, 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 definitely. Make this. Uh, do do do. Mm, mm, mm. Make this. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, we got questions, questions, questions. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Looks like it'd be yeah, it could definitely cold for sure. As far as WMT, let me get you those notes. I'll do that for you. WMT. Um, right now, I mean, no real chart setup for real. Like this, there's no real chart setup on it. So I can't really look at it. I can't really look at it technically right now and decide which way it's going. It's really it could go either way. There's no real chart setup. So yep. Miss Foster executed. Yeah, I know they do. They'll be reporting. Questions, questions, questions. Get your questions in. Let me see. What's the feeling of your overall feeling about NVIDIA's reports? Yeah, I'm getting people. I see someone say I'm getting people prepared for the questions 100%. I mean, for the correction. Correct. That's all I'm trying to do is make sure people know what levels things is going to. But as far as NVIDIA, once again, same thing as before. If NVIDIA gets below 180, I think it'll slide down. My thoughts on it is that it's going to trade sideways off the earnings. That's just the way, bigger companies, once they get to this magnitude, unless there's a surprise, the only way it's going to move is if NVIDIA comes to the podium with some surprise. I can't really count on that surprise. So definitely, that's just what I'll say. Miss Kia Brooklyn, thank you for being so consistent and educating. No problem. Been, it's the same way past 7 years, 7 years in a row. Good morning, Miss Kim. Hopefully all is well with you. Shout out to TC Friday, just stepped into the building. Hopefully all is well with you, Queen. Good to see you here this morning. Miss Annie, I see you here in the morning. Shout out to DJ Fresh. He's in the building. Shout out to Miss Davis Frazier. She's in the building. See you in the building this morning. Clubhouse came and went, didn't it? Definitely. Clubhouse did come and go. That's the way yeah, that's the way it came. But it was a lot of powerful partnerships, people that I met on there for sure. A lot of good people that's here in the building. So, um, a lot of people, some people met me on Clubhouse and are still here to this day. So Clubhouse was 2020. It's about to be 2026. So that's just a testament. If you've been following me for half a decade, that shows you my longevity, right? Like my goal in this is to outlast everybody. That's my goal in this. Outlast everyone, right? That's my goal here is to outlast everyone. Outlast them, right? Outlast them. If you're sending me a message, send me your full name. Get inside this Get inside this 2-day mentorship program. I'm gonna tell you now. Throw you some alleys. Get inside this 2-day mentorship. About to add Miss Foster in there. There we go. I appreciate you, Tony. I appreciate Tony for coming in every time. Tony's came in. We've met in person. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, so it's people that's been here for I'm going on 6 years. You know what I mean? I'm appreciative of that. And being consistent, I think that's what the most beautiful thing is too, right? So, Miss Frazier, I'm overdue for a trip to Alabama. Miss Frazier has even helped me. Like I came down there, I taught her whole church community. We was talking about church a few moments ago. And that was a beautiful thing, right? Temple Hairwear stepped into the building. It seems as if we're talking about the people that have been around here 5 years, right? Temple Hairwear. Ladies, if you need some hair, Mark can set you up. Like we got a real good network of people that's been around here for a while, right? And so I think that's the beauty of it, right? Is when you have power and community of people that's been around here for a while that can speak to say, hey, these are the things that I've been able to accomplish over time. And that's all I've been trying to really get across. So I'm overdue to come to Alabama. I got to come to either Birmingham or Montgomery. But really both, right? I'd love to do something in Montgomery again with Alabama State. Look forward to doing that in 2026. And I got to come back to Birmingham. Got to go see Pastor Mike. I got to go to that church. I love that church. That's favorite church in the world. Um, I've only been like one time. One time. But I listen to him all the time. I mean, the time that I was able to step into the building, absolutely the best experience I ever had. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing something in Raleigh or Charlotte as well too. So definitely, 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 definitely. I know I got a little ticked off because like sometimes when I feel like I come to different cities, um, you know what I'm saying, it definitely, sometimes can be, I won't say discouraging, but maybe a little frustrating. If you host a free event and 30 people say they're gonna come and only 10 or 15 people say they're gonna come, that's can tick you off, right? Because it's like, okay, I took my time out. We got you in both 334 and 205. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. Alabama's easy, it's right next door. And Charlotte or Raleigh is pretty easy as well, too. 3 to 6 hours each way. So pretty easy too. So definitely, yeah, this is just really my thoughts. So questions, questions, questions. Options market is pricing in an 8% move up or down. You're absolutely right. Earnings would have to surprise for major upside, correct? Yeah, because you think about an 8% move on Nvidia, you're talking about going back up there to 200. So yeah. Any questions? Any questions? Questions, questions, questions. Questions, questions, questions. Yakeem, Mr. Marshall is locking in. Good to see him in the building. He's about to get inside. He's going to be in these next two. We got, I think, 2 slots left now. Yakeem. So I don't know what mentor you guys got, but that's offering 2 days on Zoom, 5 hours, dedicating people. So that's my thoughts. Hakeem is about to get this access. You got Akeem and Hakeem. Look at that back to back. I like it. Synergy. Energy is everything, ladies and gentlemen. Yakeem and Hakeem. That's funny. Back to back. Where do you see Bitcoin going? 80K. Uh yeah, if the selling continues, we would have to definitely. Hi, do you recommend few ETFs as well as individual stocks? For sure. I think we stay on ETF.com just as much as we stay on TradingView. But definitely for sure. Talk a lot about ETFs for sure. ETFs are a safe way to passively invest in companies. We touch a lot on ETFs, and we use ETFs to track everyday movement stock price wise. So definitely, we talk about ETFs as well as individual stocks. Miss Michelle Reed, she asked, what's the best indirect exposure for Bitcoin for someone not wanting direct Bitcoin exposure? Great question that she asked. The best leverage way to me would be MicroStrategy, right? Keyword leverage there. But the easiest way for you to get access into Bitcoin would be the IBIT ETF trust, the Bitcoin ETF. Let's say someone didn't want access into like the regular way of going into Bitcoin. It would be IBIT, IBIT. That would be the best way for you to get access into this. Notice at the same time, it's right here sitting on this diagonal trend line. So IBIT, if let's say Bitcoin was to draw down and go to let's say Bitcoin was to go to 80K, I think IBIT would probably, be around roughly like 45, 44 bucks. But yeah, like a perfect price for IBIT would be down there at like 30. You would only get 30 as if Bitcoin came back down 50% to basically, 50,000 from where it's at. Mm-hmm. So that's my thoughts. Yeah, Kim. Yeah, Kim, like yeah, I got you. Yeah, so that's my thoughts. Um, for you asking about who asked about it, IRN, Morgan Stanley, I think they're pumping. I don't know if was that the full year price target or was that the middle of the year price target? I don't think that's a bad. I got an Nvidia call option, Palm Tree as 176. I don't really know your positioning, how much you're up on it, all of that. I would say, I mean, 2027 is a long time away. I'm not sure if you were up on it or if you're down. I'm not too sure where you are in that regards. Um, I think we all would like to say that Nvidia would be higher, over the next year, but we do understand that in the short term, we could come with a pullback. So to me, I would say, yeah, like if we full year, but I'll check again. Yeah. My thoughts with Nvidia is if it breaks through 169, I would probably cut that because I think we'll draw down to 150. But once again, I don't even know where your positioning is, how much you're up, where you bought it at. So it's hard for me to really answer that realistically. But I think we would like to think that it'd be higher. But I suspect underneath $180 that there'll be some short-term pain. That's just my opinion on it. Underneath 180 bucks that there would be more short-term pain in the market. Yep. Last call. Yep. Last call for questions is 824. Yeah, it's the full year. Okay. So 7,800 is not, I don't think that's a bad full year target then. I assumed that it was the mid-year, but I don't think that's a bad full year target. I think relatively we could hit it. That would be a call for the SPY going up 1,000 points from the high. So I don't think that's a bad one. Yep. Uh-uh-uh. Questions, questions, questions. Good brother Adam in the building. Adam's in the building. Shout out to Adam being here. Questions, questions, questions. I think we just really covered that, to be honest. Do you think NVIDIA it's not really a think piece, it's a no piece for sure. NVIDIA is the highest asset on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. So it's not really a think, it's more of a no, right? Um, if NVIDIA goes up, market goes up. If NVIDIA goes down, market goes down. That's pretty much that. Um, because of how high asset allocation it is. It sits number 1 and 2 of the top 3 indices. It sits at 10% on the NASDAQ alone. So if NVIDIA goes down, the market goes down. Not really a question of think. It's just a question of, it's not even a question. It's more of a fact, right? So it's the de facto. See it? Questions, questions, questions. Questions, questions, questions. Before we go, I'm going to do this drum roll in the chat. I'm going to put this drum roll in the chat real quick. All right, y'all, drum roll in the chat. I want you to put this drum roll in the chat for me. Drum roll it. Drum roll it. Yep, no problem. Great question. So this is what you got. This is what you got. So I put that, I dropped that there. Yep. So I put that in there. If you want that, boom, I just gave you an alley-oop here on this live, man. So listen, I just gave you an alley-oop. I pinned it right there in the channel. All you got to do is hit that. So that's going to get you lifetime in the community. I would take advantage of that right there. So I just pinned that. All you got to do is your name, email, get right there. That's an alley right there. I just threw you an alley. I fed you breakfast. We sat down and just gave you an alley-oop. I see some questions on the YouTube. So let me get that. We did cover Tesla numerous times, but we did not cover, looks like SoFi. So I see some questions on the YouTube. I'm having to look at 2 screens. So sorry about that. As far as SoFi, right? That's a steal right there. So you text that number, boom, there you go. So as far as SoFi Technologies, I would watch it below 24 bucks. 24 bucks. Watch it below $24. I like SoFi long term, but the price that I would look for SoFi would be around 13 to 15 bucks. And correct. Yep. 13 to 15 bucks is what I would look for. So SoFi, 13 to 15 bucks is what I would look for. So 13 to 15 bucks would be the price to me that you would want to invest in this name long term. Now, SoFi is an overvalued name at this time. So if you were to put your money into this, you would be overpaying for this ticker based upon where it's at now. $13 to $15 would be the sweet spot. That would be the sweet spot for you. Best price would be $8. So if it went down to 8, you would buy it. You would forget you bought it until it came back up. So that's the thing I want you guys to get used to, is really before you put your money into a stock, ask yourself this question. What am I paying? Right? Am I paying a high price, a mid price, or a low price? Right? So Miss Francis, good morning, Queen. Hopefully all is well with you. Good to see you in the building. That's the question I want you to ask yourself. Right? Am I overpaying for this equity? Right? Right? Overpaying for this equity. So once again, for the people that is right there. So I'll tell you guys here right now. Once again, I appreciate everybody for being on, but start to really consider what you're putting your money into. That's what I want you to do. Do not fall victim to that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just buying things off of hype. I'm gonna get a couple more tickers because I see we had a couple more tickers that came in. I believe I was asked about IREN Limited. Like, I don't want names that are on Twitter. Let me put this in the chat for everybody. I don't want to buy names that are talked about too much on Twitter. Once it gets on the Twitter list of the top 10 stocks that Twitter's suggesting to buy, I'm going to go to my brokerage account and hit SELL, sell. When they're talked about too much on Twitter, so I know everyone's very optimistic on IERN. I like it. I like the name. I don't want it after it ran for 3 months, right? Because that's what happens, right? You get people in these hype cycles. Because if you notice, IREN has been around since 2022. Notice it broke out of this cup and handle pattern, blasted through 30. Then everyone's, oh my gosh, I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it. And that's the hype cycle. So you don't want tickers off Twitter. I'm gonna say that. The pump boys, the Twitter boys, they're just like the Bitcoin 250 boys. You remember? Bitcoin going to 250. You remember? Bitcoin to be at 250. Remember that. In the late 2024, early 2025, Bitcoin to be at 250. Remember, not my words. That was Twitter and the rest of the internet in the financial space. 250. Bitcoin to be at 250. 250. 250. BTC boys. BTC boys. Bitcoin boys. 250. All right. Bitcoin 250K. And I'm about to give a shout out to my sis here. And I'm about to send it to her. Just like we predicted. My sister out of Philly. You get what I'm saying? I'm about to go ahead and give my sister out of Philly her flowers. Marnie. I'm about to give her flowers right now. This is what, and I just sent it to her, but I'm gonna post it in the community as well, right? I'm gonna give her flowers. Marnie's always on it, right? He said, the 250 boys. We keep the receipts. That's why we like this. We keep the receipts. Boom. Her price target of 250 this year. Some gurus predicted right there. Right. So remember, 250 was supposed to happen this year. It's my sister out of Philly. Right. Remember, 250. Me and her, we talked a lot about it. Right. It's just like, yo, 250, it's just not gonna happen. I said it on Zooms. I said it countless of times. Like anytime people give these grave expectations, right? It never happens. Bitcoin boys, the 250 boys, that's what I call them. 250 is nowhere in sight. Not saying that it won't happen long term, but just like everyone gets so hyped up when we were breaking 100K, I'm like, yo, can we just break 100K first? We talk about 250. This asset is just getting above 100,000. Like nothing happens easy. And then you got the people that say market cap don't matter. It do. How does something move upward? It has to be bought market cap. So to me, looking at it from my perspective, I'm like, at the end of the day, Bitcoin, it didn't make it to 250, but it did get to 125. So, and that was way higher than the last run. That was higher than the last run, which the peaked out around 66, 67,000. So it doubled the last run. So next time, if history stays the same, Bitcoin should at least get to 250. Hopefully, maybe 200,000. And that's why I try to stress, like, we can't always just put out these grave claims. We got to take it for what it is. And it's best to get assets when they're on a discount shelf, right? It's best, when we could get access on a discount shelf. You want to get discounts, right? You want to get discounts, right? And so what I want to stress to you guys, and my sis, she just responded back. Top of the morning, they don't ask questions like this. Yep. Just responded back. I love my sister out of Philly. She's an executor and she gonna cut it to you straight. Right. So shout out to her. Yep. Shout out to her. Super, super, super duper important. Yep. Yeah, I'm not getting out of that. I don't get out of positions that easy. Don't get out of positions. I entered yesterday at $100. It's at 103. I got until March. Do you think Bitcoin will fall a lot more? I would say right now, 73 is my floor. Like that's my floor, 73. The longer we trade below 99K, the more easier it becomes. 90,000 is a good support level though. That's my thoughts. All right. That is my thoughts. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Questions, questions, questions. And Adam, you're right. I just seen your comment right there. Questions, questions, questions. Last questions on YouTube. Put them in for me now. I love YouTube. I'm really liking YouTube a lot. So you can follow me more on here. I'll probably be live less and less here on IG. So make sure that you click over to my YouTube. That way you could just see my screen if I ever go live. Yeah, I mean, 73 is like my floor. I don't know if we get there, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got there very quickly and bounced, right? MSTY, correct. At $5. Correct. $5. Remember, I prepped you to buy it. Remember, who prepped you to buy MSTY when it was back 15, $16? Who told you don't touch it till it comes down here? I be trying to tell you guys, like, we get you set up to buy assets on discounts. We're not trying to have you overpay for nothing, right? Miss Hawkins, yeah. Do you have class? Do you have classes available? Yes, ma'am. Yep, yep, yep. We do. It could be a sir too. My bad on that. I don't know. Don't have a photo. So apologies on that. If I misgendered, appropriated you. Sorry about that. So get yourself locked in. Yep. So that's my thoughts. MSTY. You remember the Yield Max ETFs, the Yield Max boys. Yield Max boys. Put your money, you're going to make a dividend every month. They're going to pay you. They're paying 80%. It's a steal. Yep. So I was right the first time. Got you. Yes, ma'am, Miss Hawkins. I knew that. I knew that. Was there even a bull run for crypto at all? Yeah, for sure. BTC had a bull run. Definitely ran up here to this upside. This was a bull run. 2023 was this was a bull run for sure. We was in an ascension for the past 3 years. It's breaking now, but we'll see. We'll see how far it goes, right? But definitely, this was a bull run. Definitely was a bull run for sure. Questions, questions, questions. Last call. Last call for questions. When you're in your final 30 seconds. Through you guys. Miss Claudia, what's going on? I'm locked and loaded. Tony Harrington. We got to hit another game soon, Tony. Hit another game. Nurse Kim is in the building. 121. Riot and Mara? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's gonna be any more. Do 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 do. Okay, hello. Just spoke about it a second ago. Okay, hello is a volatile name. I'll see where this ticker is here in a second. So yeah, same thing I said before. With okay, hello, got it at 100 yesterday. We'll see where it goes. So I'm shorting this name down to like 81. So I copped the March puts at like $100 yesterday. So very volatile ticker. I already know what I signed up for that. Just like I signed up for Core Weaves behind and I smoked them. Where Core Weave at? You know, we got to get a little disc. Core Weave and Circle. My two favorite tickers to short. I shorted both of them to hell. Core Weave and Circle Internet Group, both are in the dumpster can. But listen, I can't wait for both of them to be less than 50 bucks. You're hearing me say this now. Circle an internet group. Circle Internet Group and CoreWeave, CRWV. I want you to get this name right. Less than, once again, I want you to get these names both less than 50 bucks. Remember my coverage on both of them, because when these things were up 160, 170, right? Who was talking about them coming down? Both stocks got 100%, 100, over 100% drop, right? Well, not 100% drop, over $100 drop, right? Since I've been covering them. At the mastermind in June, Tony, did I not tell these people that we was going to be seeing these names come down to these levels? In June, once again, in June, we were giving you guys things before they happen so you can execute. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Do 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 do. Questions, questions, questions. Right there in June. The facts and the numbers. What are the facts? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Do 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 do. Questions, questions, questions. Last call. All right, so we're done. And I'll sign off. I'll talk to you guys soon. Appreciate everybody's time this morning. Much love. And let me go ahead and sign off here on the tube. Appreciate you guys. It'll be posted immediately.